Good morning. Good morning. Married at First Sight Season 13. Couples. Married at First Sight Season 13 couples. I believe this season all the couples are opposites. I think we forget this is an experiment. They tell us it's a social experiment. So that means every season there is something they're trying to prove. You remember they had with Woody and Amani season, they had the two best friends. Last season, what they had last season? Was that last season? Was that the same season? Lord, help me out, y'all. You know, I just woke up. I'm home. Hey, New Jersey. I'm home. I was up this morning from 1 to almost 5 o'clock working on my book. I was on my other channel, Live Girl. You should go over there and watch the video I was talking to y'all. And I'm wearing my I'm Judgmental shirt. You know, y'all like to tell me, Janice, oh my God, just so judgmental. This M is a little big. I'm going to tell him to edit it. And since y'all like to tell me I'm judgmental, I just went ahead and got the shirt made. And you know what I thought about 99.999% of y'all that come over here angry telling me I'm judgmental? You're not even born again. You're not even saved, but you want to be quoting the scriptures. But you know there's a scripture in the Bible that says your tongue is going to cleave to the top of your mouth. Okay, for reading somebody else's love letter, honey. If you are not a believer, don't be quoting that scripture because first of all, it ain't for you because you're not a believer, number one. And number two, you don't know where it's found, number two. And number three, you don't even know what it means. Because I just be laughing at the people that be saying I'm judgmental, honey, because they don't know what it means. But anyways, back to Married at First Sight Season 13 couples. This season, all the couples are the opposite of what they asked for. I believe every season they try to prove an experiment. An experiment this season is let's match all the couples the opposite of what they asked for and let's see what happens. Because not one couple this season has been matched to succeed. They're all the opposite of what they asked for. And I've been saying this and I'm like, well, these couples, I don't know. And I spent a lot of time, like I knew why the other couples were matched, but I spent a lot of time trying to figure out why Michaela and Zack was matched, and then I figured it out. She's alpha, he's beta. She's extremely masculine. He's extremely feminine. You know, she is one of those wives. I'm not going to say what the word is, but I know you can think about. She's one of those wives that will do something to her husband. She's angry. She's a whirlwind. Somebody left a comment. I thought this was excellent. Such an excellent comment. We're going to do 2 videos in one because, you know, I'm still working on my book. I have 300 and something pages, and this is all reformatting and stuff because, child, it's a lot. 81,000 words so far, and I have 64 pages to do. 64, I think maybe about 150 because I skipped some pages because we're looking a lot alike. I'm on page 299, and it's 364 pages, but I had about 20 pages that I missed. So I'll say I have another 100 pages to go. And so I'm going to get that done today. Okay. But so I was up and I was reading this comment and I said, that is excellent. She said it excellently. And I was like, wow, I loved it. Let me read it for her and give her a shout out. She said it excellently. Let me make sure this is the one. Okay, I think this is the one. If it's not it, I'll stop. Sandra, my sister Sandra, we call her Sandra. Sandra, if you hear this, please email me for a book, okay? Because this was so excellent. Excellent, because that's a question I thought too. I started thinking, because I'm thinking, well, what if Zack is not really doesn't find Michaela attractive? And a lot of people saying in the group, yes. Okay. Sandra, she said, Cousin Janice, I believe you may receive negative comments from some viewers who like drama and consider it as normal behavior. Right. You know, because you always say, oh, Michaela she's just happy and outgoing. And I'm like, something is off, okay? When you address the drama, it appears that you are criticizing what they know to be normal. However, I always agree with your analysis. Yes, indeed, Married at First Sight has found a stereotypical angry Black woman. Right. So in that video, I was asking a question. Okay. How sad, because Michaela is beyond emotional disturbed. I thought that Zack might not find Michaela appealing because of her outlandish sensual behavior. I thought so too. I started to think so. Because usually men like that, well educated, soft, they don't like the Michaela types, okay? I knew that her background would not measure up to his upper middle class background. His family, his friends, and Zachary himself would find her background, including her lustful behavior at her bachelorette party, to be totally unacceptable. I'm fine with the bachelorette party. I really am, because this is it. This is the last go around. You know, as long as it's appropriate. I'm sure she did some appropriate things, okay? But I was busy looking at Merle over there screwing up her face. Okay. Yes, Jamie acted like a pure fool on her season, but Michaela takes acting foolish to an exponentially higher level. Let's face reality. Michaela is not pretty at all. I think Zack and his associates may have initially found Michaela to be attractive simply because of her skin tone. I never thought about that. I never thought about the skin tone thing. I was just busy wondering why the experts matched them. I just can't figure it out. However, upon close inspection, her gigantic mouth and smashed-in looking face make her look unappealing. In spite of Zack allegedly being bullied in high school, I never thought he would settle for an ugly, low caliber woman such as Michaela. I don't think she's ugly. I think she's pretty, but she's a different type of pretty. Okay. But when she gets angry, so I thought this summed up a lot of thoughts I've been thinking, and some things some other people might be thinking. Okay. So let me know what y'all thought about that. Sandra, I thought that was an excellent summary of how you sum it up, because I spent a lot of my time trying to figure out why they matched them. I just couldn't figure it out. I was just so taken back because I liked all of them. This is the first season I like all the people individually. Usually I didn't like them. There may be about 4 or 5 I don't like. And this season, I like every last one of them. Even Gil, I like him. I wouldn't date him, but I like him. You know what I mean? Like last season with Vinny, I was like, oh no, child, he's a bum. Soon as he opened up his mouth, I said bum. Okay. Video number two, because I'm busy today. I got to finish this book, and you hear the little boy just came down and told me he want to go for a walk to Burger King to get his slushy today. So I'm going to take him. Okay. This season of opposites. I did this on another video, but I'm going to do it in this way. The opposite. This couple, I really like Brett. I like her. But Brett is the type of girl you like her initially because of her personality and she's bubbly. And then when you get to know her, you start dodging her call because she talks too much. Yeah, she's that type, okay? But I like her. I like her. I want this for her. I like Ryan and the serial dater. I don't have a problem with him being a serial dater. That's what men do. They date. They are looking for their diamond. Okay, and in order to find, they have to look him. I do think, however, that Ryan should have been matched with a I hope I didn't delete it, with a Kate. Ryan is the type of guy that has to have like Princess Diana. What did Alyssa, was it Alyssa or Messiah said? A girl, I can't think of her name, the singer. But basically, Ryan should have been matched with a Kate type, very soft, very feminine, very docile, very, very delicate. That's who he should have been matched with. But he was matched with this woman, Brett, who's very, very tough and masculine, and but you know, because of what she do, she's a volleyball coach. So you know, they gotta be a little tough. And she's the total opposite of what he wants. And he said it. She's not what I envision or the typical type, but okay. Now, the problem with them is because he's not really attracted to her, he might be saying that to be nice for the camera, and he don't really like her like that. He's going to reject her. This couple has to do with rejection. And rejection, and what's the word for her? He's going to be rejecting her, and she's going to need his approval, his admiration, and his adoration, and she's not going to get it because he don't see her like that. So she's going to be continuing nagging him about, well, how do you feel about it? Do you like me? Do you want me? Do you want to be with me? Well, I can't feel it. You're not showing it, but he's not showing it because he's not really into her. And so they're going to be rejecting each other. He's going to be rejecting her. And in turn, she's going to nag him to death. Watch. Mark my words. Mark it. Okay? I'm going to move this couple. Total opposite. She doesn't find him physically attractive. What women say, oh, I'm not into looks, I'm into personality. That's because you think he's ugly. He is financially conscious. Okay, see, there's a difference between financially conscious and cheap. Okay, Jose's financially conscious. Gil is extremely cheap. He writes down everything. He looks at every penny. He's a homebody. He likes to stay in the house. She likes to go out in her million thong bathing suits and party and spend money and all of this stuff. Total opposite. In some ways, they are like Gil and Merla. In some ways, they're like Gil and Merla. Okay. But not to the level of Gil and Merlin. And so in the previews, we see him saying, if you don't check my list, it's just not going to be it. I was like that. You have to check my list. If he didn't check my list, goodbye. Okay, another reason I'm trying to finish my Praying for Our Children book is because I want to get that book out about the guys I dated, okay? And so Jose wants this perfect person, and Rachel is not. She's nowhere near perfection. And so that's the opposite. These two crazies, we already know what the story is. He's extremely cheap. She worked hard to build her lifestyle. She wants to enjoy her lifestyle. And then she comes to find out that her husband is extremely cheap. And she thought she was matched with a man whose income is comparable and whose lifestyle is comparable, only to come to find out she was matched with a man who's extremely cheap, who's going to have a problem with spending her money, and is he expecting her to fund his cheap lifestyle, okay? These two, I mean, it is clear as night and day. And this is why I'm saying these are complete opposites. In all fairness to both of them, they were both screwed by the experts. They were both screwed by the experts. Screwed. She wants somebody whose income is comparable, whose lifestyle is comparable. He wants somebody whose income is comparable, whose lifestyle is comparable. Okay, he should have went somewhere on some farm and found them some farm girl that, you know, is, you know, what, don't want to spend no money. He needed to go out to the cheapskate community. You know, the people that reuse floss and stuff. Yeah, he needed to go find one of them. Moving on, child. They're not going to last. This couple, I actually think this couple is match opposites too. His love language is physical touch and adoration and all that stuff. And for her, Bow, physical touch is all the way at the bottom. So his physical touch is all the way at the top. Hers is all the way at the bottom. Tell me why they match up. But I like this couple so much that I think that if they go to counseling, I think they both need to go to counseling. They could work. If they're not the fake experts on the show, don't go to them fake people on the show. Go to a real couples counseling, right? Find out why physical touch is so low on her list. I mean, we're humans who don't like to touch. And usually people who don't like physical touch, they have some traumatic experiences in their lives. I know one girl, she just commented on one of my thing on Facebook. You can't touch her. She'll tell you, don't touch me. And she'll say, the only person I can touch is Pastor Janice, because she called me Pastor Janice. The only person I will hug and I will allow to touch me is Pastor Janice. And so when I see her, I give her a big hug and I just hold her for a minute because she doesn't get touched. I'm not going to tell you why she don't want people to touch her. She said, oh no, I can't touch you and you don't touch me. But when I see her wherever I go in the supermarket where she don't work at the job anymore, I'll just hug her and, hey girl, and give her a big old hug. It's a traumatic experience in her life. And Johnny has the same issue where there's not a lot of love and I love you and hugs in his growing up. But that's cultural. You know, that is cultural for that culture. But it's a lot of people in our culture that wasn't touched. I wasn't touched when I was a child. I didn't get hugs and I love yous. And I decided that I wanted to turn that around for my kids. Okay, so Lexi, I loved on her. She slept in the bed with me till she was 8 or 9. She's 27. I'm still hugging on her. I still get in her bed and watch a movie with her. You know, physical touch is important. You know my little boy. I just be on him. You know, he's a little boy. He's 6 on going on say, just stop kissing him. I touch on him anyways. And then, of course, this couple, which it took me a long time to try to figure out why they were a match, but I'm glad I finally did. They're complete opposites. She's extremely alpha, masculine, loud, ghetto. Do I need to say ghetto? The way she acted on the TV. He's extremely soft, baiterish, feminine-ish, soft-spoken, good family, 2-parent home. Granted, we know what happened to Michaela family, so that's not her fault. But I'm saying how it's different. Their outlook is different. And I know what some of you guys are saying about Zack. I don't see it. But that's because I wasn't looking for it. I don't look for that stuff on these shows because I'm thinking you come on a show to be married to a woman, child. Why would you, if you are on the deal or not living your best life or whatever the safe thing to say is, why would you come on a show to be married to a woman if, you know, and this is 2021, child. This is the time to live your best life, okay? And so it took me a while to figure them out, and that's why complete opposite. Now, the more I watch them, I'm trying to figure out, those of you who think Zack is gay or hiding or whatever the safe word is, because you know the words change every day. I can't keep up. Do you think if Zack was matched with a very soft, very feminine, very ladylike, soft-spoken, like Vanessa. Thank you, Lord. I never remember that girl. That girl, Vanessa, was so beautiful. I'm so sorry it didn't work out for her and that low-life piece of bum. But anyways, if Zack was matched with see, Zack can't be matched with a Taylor. Zack can't be matched with a Michaela. Zack cannot be matched with a Mika. Zack can't be matched with a Amina. Zack could be matched with a what's the other girl name? Miles. Karen. Karen would be a good match for Zack. Vanessa would be a good match for Zack. That other girl I'm thinking about with the short haircut, she would not be a good match. Zack, I'm wondering, ladies, just picture with me in your head. For those of you who are saying he's, do you think if he was matched with a soft, very feminine woman, do you think you would have a different opinion of him? Because him being matched with Michaela, she is so loud and so hurricane-ish that she's going to outshine him. And she's the type of wife that will, what her husband, okay? So I'm starting to wonder if he was matched with a more softer, feminine, refined. Ooh, refined. That's the word. Refined. One of those Jack and Jill girls. I wonder if he's a Jack and Jill boy. He probably is. Mother's a lawyer. Daddy's a doctor. I'm sure he's a Jack and Jill. He might be a Jack and Jill boy. I wonder if he was matched with a very nice, soft, feminine, refined girl, would you guys still be thinking what you're thinking? So I'm going to pay close attention to him. And I'm going to let y'all know what I think. Because I'm not an expert in picking up spirits and stuff, but I know I can pick stuff up. But I'm not an expert. Like a Fruitful Wife is an expert, and a few of you guys is an expert. I'm not an expert. I'm like, I hit and miss, okay? But I'm an expert in calling these couples. So let me know what y'all think about the opposites this season. This season, I think the experiment is to match people who are the complete opposites and see what you get. See what the result is. All right, I want to know what you think. Love you. I have to run. Pray for me. I need prayers, y'all. I got another 100-page to do. I think I'll get it done today. I want to send it to my editor tonight. Matter of fact, I'm going to email him and let him know. I hope to send it to you tonight. Thank you for your love and support on my journal. It's on Amazon if you have a love on me and support me this month. Also, my shirts on Etsy. I have my I'm Judgmental shirt. Get the shirt, girl. Get it. Get it. Okay. You know how to keep people from coming to your house. Just wear this shirt. I'm judging me. I just want you to know I'm going to judge you. Okay. I love you. Let me know what you think. This is it for today. I'm not coming back. This is the only video I'm doing today. But I'll be on my other channel live because I'm going to sit right here and work on my book. And I'm just going to work on there and get my hours. So the Bible 1 year, I don't think I'm going to make it over there today. I love you.